Hey, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's me, Mr. 4K Upscaler. So, Project Xcloud is here, and I hope you got your invitation. Hopefully, you're able to check this out and check it out in the preview. So, what do I think? What are my initial thoughts? What are my initial views first on this Project Xcloud? Well, one thing I'm going to tell you for sure is that it works, and it works. When it works really well, depending really honestly on your internet speed. All of this cloud service gaming experience will depend on your internet speed. But one thing I can guarantee you here is that the Microsoft Azure servers are really good. Not only do they give you a almost barely like there's barely any delay. There's barely any delay on the latency here. As you can see, my controller moving it. But at the same time, they give you a sharp image at the 60 FPS. This is a 60 FPS, very sharp image that you're getting on your phone, and you are able to play games like Forza Horizon 4, which I'm playing right now, and enjoy this experience. However, depending on how well this will run, it will depend also on your internet. Okay, depending what type of internet speed do you have. People ask me, what about when you go outside and you want to play this on your cellular data, 4G or 5G? Listen, I would not recommend that you play this on the cellular data. First of all, I don't know what kind of a plan do you have on your cellular, but I would not recommend that you would go ahead and use the cellular data to play this on, because when you see your next phone bill from your cellular provider, it's gonna be through the roof. So I would not recommend that you go ahead and use the cellular data. What this is really meant for, it's meant for you to use a Wi-Fi hotspot. Xfinity is a great example. I think this is a perfect time now to jump into Xfinity. Xfinity, it's excellent for gaming. And the great thing about the Xfinity right now, if you're gonna get it with the xCloud, would be the fact that you're gonna get a high Wi-Fi hotspot. Xfinity has truckload of Wi-Fi hotspot. When I went to my friend's house yesterday, I connected to the Wi-Fi hotspot. It was working just fine. When I went out to a gas station, fill up my gas tank, I connected to the nearby Wi-Fi hotspot from Xfinity, and guess what? No issues, no problem. It was just, this is right now on a Wi-Fi hotspot, 36 megabits per second, and it works really well. So if you have Xfinity and you got Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspot, this is it, man. I would highly suggest that you go ahead and get this with the Wi-Fi hotspot or AT&T hotspot. But I can't speak for AT&T or other providers. I can only speak for the Xfinity because that's what I have. So what I'm trying to tell you from my experience here is that the image is super sharp. You're getting 60 FPS here. It looks as if you're playing like PlayStation Vita. Like you put a cartridge inside and you playing PlayStation Vita. It feels like you're playing PlayStation Vita. That's how sharp the image is, except it's much better graphics and you're getting 60 FPS, 60 frames per second. So this is Forza Horizon. Did I get any delay or any like slowdowns? It only happened a couple of times yesterday, but that's because I was moving around. You know, I was moving up and down, left and right. So that's the reason why. But it only happened like a couple of times, like barely, maybe once or twice within 3 hours. But other than that, it was a smooth experience all around. All right, so let's try another game. Let's go ahead. Let's try something else. Let's stop this. Let's go ahead and let's exit this and let's try something else. Okay. Let's go ahead and click exit and click here and then quit the game. And we're going to go to another game. Okay. And here I'm going to give it a great score. Everything runs great. So click submit. Another thing I want to point out before we start testing Halo 5 Guardians. Guys, this is a Note 9, and this is my old Elite controller, first generation. As you can see, I got myself a USB-C. I got my USB to USB-C adapter, and it works with Note 9. However, it does not work with Samsung Note 10 Plus. I want everybody to understand that this controller and that USB dongle to USB-C does not work with the Xbox controller. It is not compatible. It doesn't recognize it. I don't know, that's something between Samsung Note 10 Plus and Microsoft. Maybe they can work something out. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a new firmware update. They're going to fix that. I don't know. But for right now, as of this moment, if you have a Samsung Note 10 Plus, you are out of luck. You cannot use this. If you have a Note 9, Note 8, or any other previous Samsung device, it's going to work just fine. However, if you have a Note 10 Plus, you are out of luck. Basically, you're going to have to buy a separate Bluetooth controller to use it with Xcloud. Means you're going to have to buy a separate Bluetooth controller, one of those Bluetooth controllers, a Steel Series or whatever, or what have you out there, and then you're going to have to use a Bluetooth controller with this. All right? Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. All right, so I just want to point that out. Let's go ahead and let's try Crackdown 3. As a matter of fact, oh no, I did promise Halo. Let's click on Halo right here, like Halo 5. Let's click on it. There it is. Again, I'm connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay. So that should be clear to everybody. Of course, I could have. Here's the thing, you know, I can connect to my home internet, but that's not the point. The point here is to be connected to something that's outside your home. And that's the whole idea here, to bring this experience with you that's outside your home. And I think Xfinity, if you go with the XF5 unlimited, $200, no data cap plan, I think you're definitely going to appreciate this. Not only are you going to be able to upstream from your console as a server to your phone, and then also be able to be connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot that has no data cap, and you can still enjoy your games that you have from your console, from your Game Pass Ultimate, which I'm going to show in a minute here. But let's do a little bit of Halo. This is just my first video. There'll be more videos to come on the Xcloud, so I just need you guys to be patient. You know, I work 2 jobs and I do this. It's not my main gig, so I just need you guys to be patient. You know, I do try to do this as much as I can, my free time, but you also have to understand that this is not my main gig. So I mean, here I am. I'm making this video for you guys. You know, and I know you guys appreciate that. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's do a campaign. Let's go ahead. Let's resume the campaign. The quality is really good, and honestly, my camera here really it's difficult for the camera to depict how good the quality is and how fast this 60 FPS really is and how it feels, unless you actually put the controller in your hands and you start playing it. This is something you have to see in person and experience in person. I'm just here to tell you how awesome it is. So here we go. There's the this is 60 FPS, man. It is just insane speed here. It's really fast. There you go. No latency, no delay, and this is me being connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot. So there you go. I purposely died. All right, let's go again. Now, this is from the Azure. I want people to remember something. What you're streaming from now is from the Azure, from the Azure's servers. And the fact that they can give you the 60 FPS experience like this is truly remarkable. What the hell? Oh my god, that's hilarious.
The Master Chief worked with Cortana for a while, right?
Yes. Chief considered her a close friend.
It's unusual for anyone to anthropomorphize an AI so deeply as to consider them a friend.
Unusual, but not unheard of.
As you can see, runs great. No issues, no problems. All right, so what I'm gonna do next after I finish this, what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna connect my Xbox One X console and use it as a server to this app, to this phone. So let me go ahead and let me do that. Let me show you how to do that really quick. So you exit, you quit the game. You quit the game. All right, I'm gonna give it a 5 stars because this is good, good, good. And then we're gonna go click OK. And the next thing we're gonna do is go to my profile right here. Go to my profile. Go up and switch to console streaming. So you click on console streaming and click set up a new console. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my Xbox One X and let's set it up. All right, so what you gotta do is you have to go to your console and you have to sign in. Go to your console and sign in. And we're going to go ahead and do that right now. Here, let me show you. So here we are on my Xbox One X console. All you have to do is sign in first to your account. All right, so the next step is you got to make sure that you're connected on both your Xbox One X as your main server to the internet, obviously. And you also got to make sure that your app and your phone is connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot, okay? So you got to make sure that you have those two connect together. Otherwise, they won't be able to communicate. The reason I say have your phone connected to a Wi-Fi hotspot, because that's the whole idea, for you to take the experience with you when you leave the house, okay? But let your console be a connected wiredly connected with Ethernet, with Ethernet wire. Let your console be connected onto your router, 5 gigahertz router, directly with a Ethernet wired connection. Okay, and make sure that your connection it has no data cap. All right. So the next thing is enable it. Now they're testing my setup to see how it works. Come on. Come on. It's 2020. It shouldn't have to take this long. Hold on. It needs a specific firmware update for your controller. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. All right, so let's go back to my phone and let's see what's up. Let's see if it works. Okay, so apparently something went wrong. Let's go back. Go back. It's not working. It's not working. So Yeah, apparently it's not working. So I just rebooted it again recently. Here we go. See if it's gonna work now. There was an issue signing in. Okay, let's go next. Next. Let's sign in. So again, I'm glad that I'm making this video, because the whole point of this video is to also show you, while cloud gaming seems like a fun idea, I also have to remember, when it comes to the internet, we're not there yet, man. Our internet, it's really not where it needs to be, guys. We're still having issues with our Wi-Fi, with our routers. And then I think this is the issue you're going to be encountering with the cloud service gaming. And this is why I'm not a huge fan of cloud gaming. I'm a huge fan of physical media. All right, let's try again. Let's try again. So we got to sign in, obviously. All right, so I'm back. I got connected. Let's go. Oh my God. you see, this is what I don't like about cloud gaming, is this constant disconnected, sign in, sign out, sign in, sign out. And you're going to be dealing with this kind of a nonsense, whether you're using a Google Stadia or whether you're using Xcloud. So this is why I'm not a huge fan of stuff sitting on the cloud. This is why I'm not a huge fan of this, guys. I'm a fan of cartridges, where I can put in a goddamn cartridge and play the game and take it with me. I can go to the goddamn mountain with the Bigfoot and Yetis and play the damn thing, as long as I got my batteries charged. You see, this is why I'm against cloud gaming, why I'm not really that crazy about cloud gaming. All right, so let's try again. I got connected, hopefully. Let's switch to a console streaming. Okay, let's set up a new Xbox. Turn on your console and sign in with your same account. Something went wrong. Unable to communicate with your Xbox. Please check your network connection. Try again. Oh, Lord. All right, so obviously it doesn't work. Streaming from your console, it's still, there's problems, there's issues. It doesn't work. So if you want to stream from your console, good luck. It's not working. I tried everything. I spent like 15 minutes. I paused the video. I went back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to show you that I have everything checked marked except the firmware update for the controller. But everything's ready to go. My upload speed, everything, it's good to go. But it's not communicating with the app. And I resetted the app many times. I sign in and sign out many times. So streaming from your console, it's... It ain't happening, cousin. Okay, so let me show you. Here, I'll show you in a minute. It's testing my setup, but I'll show you in a minute. Here, you will see it. I mean, I got everything okay except the less than 9 megabits. Your network might be too slow for high quality streaming, which is BS. I have 1 gigabit internet speed. My internet speed is just like through the roof. Right now, my upload speed it's 980 megabits per second, and the download speed it's about 700. Okay, I mean, really, it's weird. My download speed is lower than my upload speed. It's kind of strange. But I'm not kidding. I have that. I have that connection. So, as you can see, it's not working. It's not working, so whatever. So let's switch to the Xcloud. So here's the thing. Should you use your console as a server? No, you shouldn't. This is why you have Microsoft. This is why you have the Azure. Okay, let them stream it for you. They have the best hardware. They have the best internet. They have the best speed, the best servers. They got the best of the best to like super expensive stuff to stream it to your phones. So Streaming from your console, it's something that not many gonna use. First of all, you're not gonna have the internet speed or unlimited data. You're not gonna be paying $250 for that, okay? Second thing is, it doesn't work that well. It doesn't even work. So forget about streaming from your, I'm sorry about that. Forget about streaming from your console. Forget about that crap. It's just not gonna happen until Microsoft can figure out to fix it to make it work better. But streaming from your console, it's just not gonna happen right now at this moment. However, the cloud service, here's the thing, man. Here's how I honestly feel about this whole thing. When it works, it's great. But the experience will differ for everyone. Here's what I want to say before I end this video. The experience will be different for everyone, okay? Everyone will have a different experience here on this device, depending on what type of internet speed are you using, depending on your data cap. There's so many factors to consider. And this is why I always tell people, this is why I'm not a huge fan of cloud gaming. Now, good thing about the Xbox is Xbox, it's not making you play on the cloud. It's a optional thing, and that's a good thing. They're making this optional. So if you choose to play it on cloud, you have that options, okay, depending on your internet, but it's not a mandatory. Of course, majority of people are going to be playing their Xbox on their televisions with their Game Pass Ultimate or their PCs, all right? This is an optional thing that when it works, it works. But it will depend really on, it will depend on your internet. It'll depend on that situation, okay? When it works well. But that will really depend on you and what type of internet speed are you using. All right, so it's kind of a mixed bag, guys. But it's definitely better than Stadia. Google Stadia is forcing you to pay $130 and then wait for the stupid invitation code whenever you get that, just to be able to play something that sits on the cloud. Think about that, okay? There's a game called The Bloodstain here. Let's just start the game. New data. I just want to check this out. What am I gonna call myself? Oh, that's great. It crashed. Oh, great. It crashed. Fine. Let's try Crackdown 3. So, guys, this is not my first rodeo with the gaming streaming. I tried this back in 2010. I was the first guy to try this out with OnLive. Look it up, OnLive. And what a disaster that was. This guy, CEO, Steve Perlman, robbed everybody out of their money. Even robbed his own employees, because his own employees, they got nothing. They got nothing. He just left, closed the damn door, run away off to the sunset with the money in the bag, and shut down the service. And everybody who purchased all the games, everybody who paid for all the games, never saw the refund, never saw the money back. Now, I don't know if there was any lawsuits. I don't know, maybe there was some lawsuits against this guy, Steve Perlman. Maybe there was. I don't know. I haven't looked into that, but I wouldn't be surprised if there was. So the reason I'm bringing the OnLive and the reason I'm bringing the Stadia and this, it's because, guys, I've been preaching this for years. I'm not a fan of cloud gaming. I like physical media. I like to know that I own this controller. It's in my damn hands. I paid for it. I can shit on it. I can piss on it. I can burn it. I can destroy it. But it's in my hands. Okay? Nothing will change physical media. Nothing, guys. Nothing will change it. And I hope you take away that from this video, and looking through this 20-something minutes, maybe we'll give you some idea. Hey, you know what? Maybe this guy's right. The cloud gaming, it's not there. Maybe 20 years from now, I don't know. We'll see. But right now, it's dude, the internet connections in majority of areas are like just terrible coverages. United States has the worst coverages ever. When you look at Japan, when you look at Asia, even when you look at Germany and France, they got way better internet and coverages, man, than we do here. This has got the worst internet coverages, period. And we're just not there. Just not there. But the good thing about the Xcloud is they're not forcing you. They're not forcing you to purchase games. This is part of the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. This is optional. This is optional, and I think that's a great thing about the Xcloud. They're not forcing you to pay for the equipment. They're not forcing you to pay. It's optional. You know, you have a choice to stream on your phone if you choose to do so, but you don't have to. While Google Stadia, it's telling you that, oh, this is the future. This is the future. Really? The future, my ass. I mean, you got to be mental. You got to be drunk. Anybody, let me tell you, anybody who buys Google Stadia, you got to be mental. I'm going to call it out flat out right now. You have to be mental if you pay for Google Stadia. You really got to go see a psychiatrist, get some help, seek help immediately. Seriously, man, you're not doing yourself a favor. You're doing Phil Harrison, who's a gigatrillionaire, with all his buddies, Jeff Bezos and whatnot, in the Silicon Valley. That's whom you're helping. A guy who's sitting at the yacht with a bunch of super hot babes while you're sitting in a little apartment, barely can make end meets. So don't make these people rich, all right? Send them a message. Let them know, hey, this bullshit crap. And thank God that the Stadia is failing. It's getting a lot of shitty reviews, a lot of hate, and thank God that it's getting a lot of hate, because I do want Google Stadia to fail miserably. I want that device to fail like super miserably. All right, guys. Well, there you have it. That's my opinion. That's my thoughts. I'm not a fan of cloud gaming. I'm not a fan of cloud gaming, and I never will be. But I know it's there. I know that they're working on it, but I'm not a fan of it. And I will never be a fan of this. I'm only a fan of stuff that I can feel in my hand. The stuff that I can use. Okay? Call me old school, whatever. That's how I feel. Xcloud, it's good, optional service, but it has its issues too. You know, it doesn't work that well. It works well when it works well. But depending on your internet and depending on your Wi-Fi hotspot, the experience will differ. Everyone will have a different experience. So what does that tell you? That tells you that cloud gaming, it's still not here. As much as they're trying to shove it down our throat, it is still not here. It's a mixed bag. Why? Because our internet coverage, it's terrible. It's 2020. 2020. We can build F-35B for $150 million, but we can't have an internet connection that's worth the fuck. Sorry for the language. Come on, man. Anyway, there you have it. Sorry for the F-bomb, but I had to drop it. It pisses me off, you know. We can build our military infrastructure, but we cannot build a goddamn internet that's worth the shit. Come on, man. Give me a break. There you have it. Some truth and honesty again. Sorry, I just can't. I got to call it the way it is, man. We got the worst internet coverage in the United States. It's terrible. It's goddamn terrible. All right? All right, well, there you have it.